Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you for being here again today. I have decided to do a few videos this week because I have been so busy the last month that I really didn't have time to dedicate to this channel. So I'm here again today. How's everyone doing today? Checking in on everyone's physical and mental health today. Please take care of yourself. That's so important. I will continue to shed light and encourage everyone to take care of yourself. Sometimes it's so necessary to put yourself first because, as I said yesterday and in previous videos, if you're not okay, how can you take care of anyone else or take care of your not just yourself but your responsibilities as well? So please take care of yourself. Do what's necessary to make sure that you're okay first, and then you can take care of everything else. So before we get into the discussion today, just talking about the weather, this pollen thing really has me with the sinuses back and forth. Hopefully, the weather will turn around soon where it's warm. I think this morning it was 38 degrees, and I was suffering a little bit with the pollen in the air. So bear with me today. The topic of discussion today is spending time with those who are in grief. It's important to give attention and some of your time to those who are grieving because at this time, they probably just need to be heard. We know that we can't change the outcome of losing a loved one, no matter how much we want to. However, we can be there for those who are grieving, even if it means to just listen to them, because I've done this a couple of times with a few other people, just, going to their home, bringing them something to eat, sitting and listening to them because there's nothing that we can do in the physical about this at all but give our time. Let them know that we care. That's so important because I didn't have that when I was losing all these loved ones, etc. Didn't have that. Only thing I can say about that dark time in my life is that the church showed up outside my door. I think I spoke about that yesterday temporarily, and they had sympathy cards. However, before I go on, there were a few other people who did send some sympathy cards, a few. However, the church was there. They had food, they had sympathy cards, and they had flowers during the shutdown. And they were all masked up and they bought these things and said, "I'm sorry for your loss." People, that meant a whole lot to me, a whole lot, because I was going through so much. And as I said before, if I didn't say it here, I'm going to say it again now. Only one family member out of everyone contacted me and gave me her condolences for the loss of my mother. And then I had a relative, like when we had a memorial service for my mother because we couldn't leave to have a funeral. So the funeral home website is a website where you can leave comments about the deceased and what they meant to you. And I got a little enraged when one relative wrote something negative about their interaction with my mom. That should have been left out. It really should have. You see, the old Lisa just let a lot of stuff slide and just, I would pout and not just pout, but talk to myself about how angry I am about something, pacing back and forth, and not addressing it like I do today. Because today I don't care. When I say I don't care, mean I don't care about what that person has to say about something that they're doing that's affecting me in a negative way, if you get what I mean. Whereas before I would just let it slide and make excuses. I'm not doing that. I'm going to tell you how I feel. Like I said, it's not going to be in a out of character way. It's just going to be how it is, and set boundaries. And when I saw that comment, it really hurt because, wow, I thought you and my mom was close. And then I got angry because I said, This is not the category for this. This is to talk about what my mom meant to everybody, etc. It wasn't for that. And I'm not going to go into details what that comment was, but it was inappropriate and unnecessary. But, you know, people don't seem now to like the new Lisa because I'm going to tell you how I feel. If it's something small that I can just ignore, but if it's crossing boundaries and it's extremely hurtful, etc., I'm just going to tell you whether you like it or not. It's not important. I will set the boundary. And like I said yesterday, if it keeps being crossed after a second time, cut off, block, and delete because I don't have time for it. People, life is too short for the drama. Life is too short for the division, the negativity. Turn on your TV and see the news, reality, TV reality shows, all of that. That's where all that stuff belongs. It doesn't belong in our everyday life, especially for those of us who are grieving. All these losses that I experienced changed my life. And like I said yesterday, I wasn't doing good at first. I had a hard time. I did the work. It's a lot of work because you have to look at yourself and you have to look at the reality of the loss and then address that elephant that's in front of you instead of pretending it's not there. And that was hard for me because I didn't want to accept the fact that my mom no longer here. Like I said, I had a certain type of relationship with her where my other siblings probably didn't have. But that's mom, you know? And I had talks with her, especially when I was having issues with my own child and other situations. I would call mom, talk to her. Hey, mom, this is what happened. And as she grew older, I noticed she mellowed out about a lot of stuff. And I was shocked because I said, hey, this is not the mom I had when I was growing up. She would have said something different, but she mellowed out. And the last few conversations that I had with her, she said, you know what? I just want peace. I don't want the chaos, the crazy. And I understand that after going through all this craziness and division and whatever, I understand that. My peace, my well being, my stability, everything means everything to me. This is not a joke. And I'm talking about this because some few other people think I'm naive or I don't see things. Believe me, Lisa Vaughn is not naive at all. I choose to deal with things differently than how the most people might. And I see it. I take mental notes of it, and then I look at the situation and see if it's worthy of me saying anything. And if it continues and I do say something and you cross those boundaries, we'll have another discussion about it. If it continues, it shows me you don't care. So if you don't care, I'm cutting off, blocking, and deleting. And it's not a joke, it's not a game. And like I said, I had some people say some whatever things, but I am a child of God. That's a fact. People can believe whatever they want. I have a relationship, a strong relationship with God. I just go into prayer, give the rest to God. Because I used to get mad. I mean, really angry about some stuff, that gossip and whatever. How dare you? All of that. But I don't do that anymore. I get upset. I'm human. But I go to God and talk to Him and give it to Him and let Him deal with it. And believe me, He's dealing with it because I've been seeing some things, but we're not here for that. I'm just saying how I deal with things now. And I'm just emphasizing that point because in the past I would deal with things differently. But after going through all this loss, it's not worth it, people. It really isn't. Because, we're just shortening our lives with all this uh, drama and chaos. And peace is better. And my mom was right about that. Peace is so much better. Now, let's talk about some ways to help those who are grieving. Just like I said before, spending time with them and just listening. I know, it helps me. That's why I said therapy helps me because my therapist, not only does he listen, but he gives homework. In the beginning, he gave a whole lot of homework to do. And to be honest, I wasn't interested in doing any of it. And I said to myself, I don't even know why I'm doing this. But we have weekly sessions. So every week, after a while, it starts to grow on you because I wasn't interested. I had lost my desire to do anything because not only did I lose my mom, as I said before, my dog passed away. He got sick when he fell down. He missed a step on his because of arthritis, and he fell down the back stairs and he got nerve damage. And I did everything I could to back and forth to the hospital, but they couldn't save him. So unfortunately, he had to be put down, and it was the hardest decision. I had a pastor of mine at the time who was at the church went with me, and I couldn't stay in the room for that. And when she came back with his collar, I thought I was going to fall apart, you know. But what doesn't kill you guys will make you stronger. I promise you that. Doing the work, it will, not feel so good in the beginning. But in time, as you do it, you start to get better. And please think about it in this way: as you get stronger and as you start to feel better, because you will always feel that loss, but you can get through the pain. Like I said yesterday, the pain and talking about it and getting through it and doing the homework that if you have a therapist will give you is going to help you to have an outlet for that pain. And you need to be here. So that depression and suicidal thoughts, take those things out of your mind because you are needed. You know why you're needed? Not because you need to have that will to live, but so that you can help somebody else, because everything that you're going through, everything that's happening is all to build you up. And as you build yourself up and you feel better, like I said, you never get over it, you can get through it, you can be a testimony and a blessing to somebody else because you can share with other people through your testimony and your experiences how to get through this, how to get through this depression, how to get through this feelings of hopelessness, and to be better, and you pay it forward, and then that person gets better and then they pay it for it, and it goes on like that. And this is how people heal and get better. And another way that people heal, everyone, is self-love, learning to love yourself. I had to learn that, and that was something that I worked on and worked on. And when you love yourself, you're not going to put up with anything. You're not going to let somebody throw you a bone or tell you something or be self-servient to them all the time like I was. Okay, well, it's my duty to do this. No, it's not my duty. You are an adult. It's your responsibility to take care of you. I can help you in ways, but I'm not responsible for you. You're responsible for you, and I'm responsible for me. And that's what doing the work is: taking care of your self help. I mean, taking care of your physical and mental health. That's on you to do that so that you can feel better and that you can take care of yourself. And if you have children or family, then you can take care of them, but you have to be okay first. And that's important because grief and depression will take a toll on your physical and mental health. That's why I always encourage everyone that no matter what state you are from and you're watching this video, to Google, go on the computer, your phone, and Google bereavement groups in your area and therapy, grief groups in therapists, grief therapists in your area. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. But that's important because that's going to help you. And find a therapist that you can, feel comfortable with. Because not everyone you're going to feel comfortable talking about, your problems and how you feel. And it's important to do that because that's an outlet for the pain. And in the beginning, it's going to feel uncomfortable, etc. But you can get through it. Like I said, life sometimes, my mother used to tell me, life throws you lemon, make lemonade. And there was times with her too when we were talking about certain issues and I felt like giving up. She says, no, you're going to bite through, you're going to crawl your way, and you're going to persevere. And the word I heard a lot is persevere. And that's what I do, and it's working. because my mission now and purpose is to help other people to see that what feels hopeless is not hopeless. You can get through it. And this is why, I'm dedicated to this channel and also doing seminars in person so that people can attend and get the information. And more importantly, that they can connect with the therapist and a bereavement group to help them. That is so important. It is going to help you. At first, I was hesitant about these things because I come from a family who doesn't really believe in that. They believe, it's for people who have mental issues. It's not. We all have something. We're human. We're in human form, and, none of us are perfect and we need help. And it's okay to need help. There's no weakness in that. The weakness is pretending that you don't need the help. The weakness is pretending that everything is okay, because at some point or another, it's going to all fall apart, because of the illusion. And we don't want to go through that. We want to get the help so that we can get better and pay it forward. And that's what's important. That's my message today. Spend time with someone that you know who just lost somebody, or it doesn't have to be that they lost someone today, yesterday, but recently lost someone, and they are isolating themselves. Check on them, see if they're okay. Check in with them, even if you only have a half an hour or whatever to spend with them. Spend some time, because it's important to them. It lets them know that you care. We know we can't change the outcome, but we can listen and be there and show these those who are grieving that we care. That's so important, people. So if you know of anyone right now who's depressed, grieving, hurting, share this channel with them. I'm here to uplift people. And like I said, I'm not a certified therapist. I'm not a therapist at all, in fact, but I am someone who did the work, a lot of work for 3 years, 3 years worth. And I'm still doing work. Nothing is perfect here, but I've gotten through the difficult moments, the hard and difficult moments where I was on my knees, and now I'm in a position, as I feel better, to help other people, to share tips and little things with other people so that they can get through this and feel better, and so on and so on, right? So that's the way we're doing this, uplifting. And anyone who's out to criticize, and gossip and all that other toxicity, don't bring it here, please, because I am focused on lifting up and building people up. And people need that, especially as they lose loved ones that they're very close to, that mean a lot to them. So please share this channel with others so that they can watch, and then also so that they can know when the next seminar is, because there will be another one, and I will give details through my email address. Speaking of my email address, anyone who's watching this channel, because I give my email address a lot so that I can communicate with people who are interested in seminars, because I want to find out when they can attend, etc. Please don't contact me for personal other stuff. If it's not about this channel and what I'm doing and the work to help others, I won't respond to it, because this channel is not for that. And the emojis and things like that, please don't do that, okay? Because this channel is to heal and help people and to uplift. Okay, so please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and share with the other people so that they can know about this channel and watch and be uplifted. Thank you again for being here today. This is Lisa, shedding love and light and encouraging you all to stay strong and to take care of your mental and physical health. I will be back again in a day or so with a new message. Thank you for being here, everyone. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Bye for now.